Hey, how's it going everyone? MLT Magic Tricks here. So in this video, I'm going to be giving you a performance and a tutorial for this very clever card trick that is definitely going to fool people. But before we get into it, if you are new here to the channel, make sure you subscribe with those notifications on for more card trick videos like this. But now let's get right into the performance. Okay, so I'd start this one off with my spectator choosing a card. Let's say they select this one right here. Now for the trick, I would just have my spectator look at their card. Once they have memorized it, I would tell them we're going to begin by getting their card lost somewhere into the middle of the deck. I'll give the cards some cuts like this. Now I would explain to my spectator that I'm going to attempt to make a big mess out of the deck. So I'm going to cut around half the cards. I'm going to turn these face up, and I would tell them I'm going to shuffle these face up cards into these face down ones just like so. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go ahead and shuffle the cards together just like this. You can see the cards getting interlaced like that. Now all I have to do is give the pack a quick cut. I will also snap my fingers over the deck, wave my hand over the cards, and you will notice that when I spread out the deck here, all of the cards have magically rearranged themselves so they are face up, except one face down card right here in the middle of the deck. And this one face down card should be the spectator's selection right here, the 9 of hearts. So guys, that is the trick. I hope you enjoyed it. If you want to learn how to perform it, make sure you watch the tutorial. Alright, so I hope you guys liked that one. This is a really awesome card trick that I definitely think you should add to your routine. So grab your deck of cards and let's get straight into the tutorial. There is a small setup that you're going to need to make with the deck before you go up to your spectator. The first thing you're going to do is take your deck of cards and bend them inwards a little bit just like that. Next, you are going to take around half of the cards from the bottom of the deck here and simply turn them face up. And this is how the deck should look before you go up to your spectator. The bottom half of the cards are face up and the top half is face down, and you are ready to go. Keep everything square. You can even have the deck in the box, take it out, and then begin the trick. You're going to have your spectator choose a card here, and you're only going to spread out the face down cards. So make sure you do not spread too far and expose the face-up cards that you have here in the deck. So they are going to choose a card from the face-down half. Your spectator should assume that all of the cards are face-down. They are going to take out their card, and you're just going to have them look at it. You do not need to see it for the trick, but for the tutorial, we'll look at it together. In this case, we have the King of Diamonds. Now, after they have memorized their card, you're going to take it back and insert their card into the break that you have in the deck of cards. So you are going to lift up on the deck with your thumb, and you should be able to cut right to the natural break that forms in the deck. So you gotta practice a little bit to get it right there where the two halves of the deck meet, the two face-up cards here. So you don't want to lift up too much, exposing the face-up card. You just want to lift it up a little bit like this to yourself. Once you lift it up just a little, you're going to insert the card in, and then you are going to now push down on their selection and inwards with your thumb, creating this natural thumb break. You're going to transfer this over to a pinky break in your other hand, and now you're going to cut all of the cards above the break right on the table. So it's going to look just like this. You're going to tell your spectator you're just losing their card in the middle of the deck, and once you have done that, you are going to be able to see how the deck is set up now. All of the face down cards are on the bottom half, followed by the face up cards with their selection face down on the very top of the deck. At this point, you are ready to move on with the trick. Obviously, you're going to keep the deck square, and while you are finishing those cuts, be very careful not to flash any of the face-up cards that you have there. And if you can do this if you want to, you can tell your spectator, okay, we have your card lost somewhere into the deck. You can basically push down on the cards here and expose the face-down cards that you have on the bottom of the deck. It's just a nice little subtlety to really get in your spectator's mind that all of the cards in this deck are face down right now. You don't have to do that if you don't want to. It's just optional. So at this point, you should be able to see another natural break in the deck of cards. It is where you're going to have the separation point. You're going to have two, back-to-back cards here, that are face down, and you're going to tell your spectator that you are going to try to make a big mess out of the deck. You're going to cut to the natural break. You're going to tell your spectator, okay, I'm going to cut the deck in half, and now you're going to take all of these cards here. you're going to turn them face up, and now you're going to want to perform a Pharaoh Shuffle. If you don't know how to do this move, I recommend just watching a quick tutorial for it on YouTube. I will also explain how you can incorporate a Riffle Shuffle during this part if you don't know the Pharaoh Shuffle, but I recommend you do the Pharaoh move here because it's just a little bit better. So what you're going to do is tell your spectator, all right, I'm going to shuffle this face down pack into this face up pack to make a big mess out of the cards, but in reality, you are shuffling two face up packets together with their selection being the only face down card right here on top. So you're going to go ahead and perform the move. Once you get the cards interlaced here while you are doing the Pharaoh Shuffle, you need to be very careful not to flash any of the face-up cards that you have in this packet. So while you are squaring everything up, just be very careful when you are pushing the two halves together, and your spectator can in fact see that these two halves of the deck are coming together. They are truly going to think you are shuffling a face-up pack into a face-down pack, and then you are going to want to give the deck a quick cut in half to get their selection, that face down card, more in the middle of the deck. Now you can snap your fingers over the deck, wave your hand, spread out the cards here, and they will see that all of the cards are now face up except the one face down card in the middle is their selection. They will be completely blown away and have absolutely no idea how you did that. Now, I'm briefly going to explain here how you can do the Riffle Shuffle part if you don't know how to do a Pharaoh Shuffle or you just don't want to learn the move right now. So you still can do a Riffle Shuffle, it just doesn't work as well, but I'll show you briefly how it looks. You're going to go ahead and cut right here to the natural break. You're doing the same thing, you're turning these cards face up. You're going to place them on the table and tell your spectator, all right, I'm going to shuffle this face up pack into this face down one, and you need to be careful not to reveal these face up cards here while you are doing the shuffle. So have this pack start first, and you're going to basically keep it under the cover of the other pack like so. You just need to practice a little bit not to flash any of the face-up cards. Then you can push the cards in together. Be careful, once again, not to flash any of the face-up ones that you have in the other pile. And then you can just give the deck a quick cut like that. Snap your fingers, do the same thing, and it has the same effect there at the end with their card being the only face-down one in the deck. Either way, practice the trick a little bit before you go out and perform it. Once you get it down, it will work every single time, and it's a really powerful effect. So guys, that's going to do it for this video. Thank you for watching. Subscribe if you're new, and I will see you in the next one. Peace out.